This is the weekly reading for the 23rd to the 29th of May 2016. We're going to start with love and partnerships and move on to the general forecast. The first card that comes up for love and partnerships is the Free Yourself card. Something or someone is controlling your life at the moment. You've handed them the reins, and they're doing this because you're allowing them to do it. As long as something or someone is pulling your strings, you are not fully present, nor are you fully participating in your life. This card tells you to take back control of your life. You will not be able to feel completely. You cut off your feelings, you numb yourself when you let someone else control you or something control you. And you cannot manifest, well, not even, let alone properly. I doubt you manifest much of anything that you would want, while you are letting someone else steer your boat as such. So this card is saying that this week is the time to face up to something. We normally hand over control because of fear. Most of what we do that one shouldn't be doing as such is fear-based. So this is about a fear of losing something, losing someone that is making you or letting you be controlled. So it's time to take back the reins and deal with whatever that fear might be. Now the second card that comes up says, why are the phrases goodbye, I'm sorry, and I love you so easy to pronounce yet so hard to say? I think there's goodbyes that are needed this week from some of you. Look at the full moon in the corner of this card, and it is a full moon. It just has been a full moon. And some of you need to admit how you feel. You have to do that. And some of you need to say, I'm sorry, definitely, that is in there. And you know, this can also be to yourself. You may have been avoiding something. There definitely seems to be quite a big energy of avoidance here, and it's time to deal with whatever it is. Because the next card that comes up is the one of burden and grief. So whatever it is that you're not dealing with, that's controlling you in your emotional life, is burdening you. It's causing you burden. And it will cause you grief in the end. The depth of that grief, well, that depends on the situation. Now I pulled an extra card because this is quite a serious reading. And this is the breach card, and this says it's time to break out of an habitual pattern. You know that saying, if you always do things the way you've done them, you will get what you've always got. Well, this is about now finally doing things differently. And for some of you, that is all it's going to take. It's just going to take you doing something differently to break that control. So breach it, break it, do something entirely different to what you've done before, and you will break that control that someone or something has over your life. It could really be as simple as that. Now your general forecast reading, the first card that comes up is Ride the Wave. Lots of dolphins and whales in the reading. This card says that the tide is about to turn, and all your talents along with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances will now flow into your life to help you manifest your goals. And there will be some kind of indication that you are on the right track. So if you have been going through a little bit of hardship or a bit of difficulty or being stuck, especially with all these planets in retrograde, you're going to feel that tide starting to push, that wave starting to come in, and people and situations moving into your life that will start moving you forward and closer to attaining that goal. Now your challenge is going to be that you're going to need to take time out once in a while to rest, to recuperate, to recenter. Life is challenging. It always is, and it's particularly so at the moment. And if we don't take time to rest, time to recuperate, time to recharge, we can't work at full capacity. Not only can we not work at full capacity, but we tend to, well, that's when you lose your temper, when you get tired, when you say things you shouldn't do things you shouldn't do, that basically are not in your best interests in the end. Because the final guidance card that comes up in this section says, nurturing. Keep your inner child nurtured and you will thrive with vitality. So here once again is that nurturing feeling. You need to look after yourself. And you need to look after the child in yourself as well. I think perhaps a lot of us are working too hard, thinking too hard, taking our responsibilities too hard, too much. So remember to go out there and play a bit, or to rekindle a playfulness in what you do. This will help you gain the energy that you need to get where you want to go. This is all about getting that energy to go there. Now, I pulled a few extra cards because once again, this was quite a serious reading. And I had a look at what the soul growth is for this week, because obviously this is all about soul growth. And the first card that comes up is the card of courage. And this says you know what you have to do. Face your fear. Courage does not mean recklessness. It means acting with integrity and a true heart to overcome your doubts and insecurities. So it is fears we're dealing with here. Because the strength card comes up as well, and this says use your inner strength. Keep your focus on the highest possible outcome regardless of the present circumstances. If you keep this focus and your inner strength, you will achieve your objective. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge this week. This is definitely what it is about. It's about that inner strength. It's about that courage. It's about nurturing your inner child and keeping your focus on the end goal. Because I then pulled the card to see, right, what is the total outcome of this? And the Treasure Island card came up in last week's reading as well. So that is it. You will find that treasure. You will find that X marks the spot on the treasure map if you can keep that courage going, keep that inner strength going. Face up to your fears. There's treasure there. This is just like those stories, the Indiana Jones stories, the magical, mystical stories of finding treasure. They are challenges. Your inner strength is always challenged. Your courage is challenged. You have to face up to your fears, and then you get the treasure. Now, the size of that treasure, the size of the courage you're going to need, the strength you're going to need, is really going to be dependent on each person and their story. But definitely this week it's quite exciting on a certain level if you look at it like that. But like I say, some of you, it's not going to be great big things that happen, great lots of courage needed, or great big treasure. For others of you, yes, it is going to be. If you want more on this, on your life story, then get a reading with me. We can have a look at that, because this is exciting stuff. It's definitely exciting stuff. Right, so that is your weekly reading, 23rd to 29th of May 2016. I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this.